Hello guys and welcome back to Hammer Time, episode number 10 now. We're getting serious business into the back end of the season really. So today we've got the Europa League game against Atalanta, who we have drawn in the Europa League as I've said. We've got the away leg and the home leg, both which games will be today. But quickly I'm going to get through what has happened since last time. So we kicked it off straight after the Boston game with a nice little win at home to Manchester City. The league, I think they were second anyway. They are now sitting in probably third or something. We managed to beat them 1-0, a nice little tidy goal from Vlasic, and then we just secured the win by defending the rest of the game. Then a difficult 2 games on the road, Tottenham away from home. We managed to hold on until the 75th minute to a 1-0 lead, and then we just gave it away towards the end of the game. Then a difficult game, should I say, against Leicester. Harvey Barnes and Patson Daka just doing the business. I've noticed that pacey strikers really do defeat our back line. And a nice little win against Arsenal. To be fair, from this run of games here, you'd think we wouldn't stand a chance, but 6 points out of a possible 12 is pretty impressive from a hard run of games there. Then Leeds in the FA Cup 4th round, we managed to fall to them. Difficult, really. Rodrigo going through towards the final minutes, managing to round the keeper and put the ball in the back of the net. A difficult game there. Then Brighton, a 2-2 draw away from home to Brighton. We're doing really well, 2-0 up until the 81st minute, in which we just saw ourselves collapse. Modder rounding the goalkeeper as well. Just really poor defensively towards the closing out the games anyway. And then a disappointing loss to Brentford, who are currently sitting, I think, 2nd or 3rd in the league. So that was a surprise loss. And then Wolves as well, a 1-1 draw. We've just not done well. For a possible... How many games is that? 7 in the Premier League. Out of 7 games, we managed to get 8 points. It's not brilliant, is it? It's not fantastic at all. Around about a third of the amount of points that you should be getting. It's not great. So currently in the Premier League, we're not sitting that high up. We're sitting in this 13th position, which is around about low mid-table, which is probably what we were expected to get in all honesty. 31 points. Everyone's equal on points now, so we're sitting comfortably ahead of this 18th position. So yeah, the Atalanta game today, we're going to get straight into it now. It's going to be a difficult one because we know Atalanta are very, very good. We're going to go balanced. We're going to stick with our 5 at the back formation because that's the more passive one that I've managed to obtain. Jared Bowen going up front. Next to him, I'm going to be putting Yarmolenko because Yarmolenko has been playing better than Antonio for the time being. Antonio, he plays the role a bit better, I believe, but Yarmolenko's just been in better form. Then in behind him, Almada, who's come in and made a massive difference. I mean, as you can see here already, 1 assist. He's had a goal and an assist so far, but the average rating's always been really high. So he's got to start, in my opinion. And you've got Declan Rice and Souček, which is your standard midfield too. Cresswell on the left, purely for form reasons. Ben Johnson's going to come out. I'm going to put in Kufal, but even then, they've not been having the best of games lately. Vlasic has been really in form, but I'm not going to start him just because I need that additional strength at the back, really. That's just what we've been lacking generally. Benrahma having a great few games as well. Vlasic, you'd probably think Vlasic on the left, Benrahma on the right. Like a midfield 3, but for now I need to just stick with what I know is going to be good defensively because we're conceding too many goals towards the end of the game anyway. That's the main one. And then Sam Johnstone in net, who's come in and delivered pretty good performances for us. 5 goals conceded in 5 games is not bad. 2 clean sheets. I think he's going to end up, him and Almada will be signed into the season. Definitely. Getting into the games, I'll submit the side now. I'll join you back for the game and hopefully I'll be able to get through 2 of them relatively quick. There's no transfers to update. That's pretty much it so far. So yeah, I'll join you back for the start of the game. So here we have it. Atalanta setting up an interesting side. I think they're sticking with like a 5 at the back, much like we are, but it's more like a 5-3-2, a very compact in the middle where we're quite advanced in the striker, like the attacking mid role. So they're just sort of going to, I assume they're going to be trying to hold possession, just looking to maybe send through over the top through balls to their back 2 strikers. So I might sit a bit deeper in this game, purely because I don't want to see those over the top through balls, because we know Zuma's fast, but anyone that partners him isn't as quick as Muriel's been set through. And there it is. That's what I was literally just describing what they're going to do. And I'm just going to adapt this to it straight away, tighter marking and close down a bit more often, but we want to sit deeper because we know Atalanta are going to be basically just abusing the system that they have. That's poor. Considering I knew that straight away, that's really poor to concede, as I'm not going to watch that. But Koeman is a Freuler, and they've got 2 attacking mids and then just Muriel up front. We're going to be hoping to hold on, as they've just scored again. Giuseppe Pizzelli has just put that in the back of the net. Really poor marking there. Really, really abysmal marking. This back line is questionable. Cresswell's been questionable for us. Kufal has had probably the worst season I've seen a right back or anyone play on this game. It's been really, really poor. I'd prefer to set up with like a 4-3-3 with a defensive mid in there, like Declan Rice, to sort of hovering around that back line. Purely because I don't think we've got the ability to really take on a side like Atalanta at all. But in the future, that's definitely what I want to go for, because it just works much better, I feel anyway. As Mira's been set through again, can Sam Johnstone say that he can? And it's just not been a great start so far. I'm going to encourage the lads, because we need to try and get going. I'm going to tell Kurt Zuma to mark Muriel, because we need to. But yeah, so far, not fantastic. As the free kick goes in, Sam Johnstone's there to save it. It's been really, really poor. I know they've got Demiral, they've got a good goalkeeper. We've seen him in the real life. They're just a very athletic team that's sitting the ball very, very well. It's a Diop. He's going to try and wander forward. Finds Almada. He's very composed on the ball, I've noticed. Kufal on it now. Can he maybe find a ball? And he can't. Diop to Rice. There's acres of space for Cresswell on this left-hand side. He's got a good whip on him, at least. Cresswell, can you find anyone in the box? He can't. And that just falls to the goalkeeper. Now, I don't know what's happened here, but it looks like there might have been a foul. Now, I don't think this penalty will go through, because it didn't look like a penalty, I'll be honest. It's a penalty. So Souček is going to stand over a penalty to potentially get us a goal that we really need, and he's failed to put it away. That was a really poor penalty. A shocking, abysmal penalty for someone. I think he's got 18 penalties. That was really, really poor. As now we go forward again. Almada's there. It falls to Bowen, who I think was stood offside though, as Almada took the shot. But we're looking much better here. We're looking at a lot better. Goal awarded, as he must have been onside. Jared Bowen with the goal. Souček picks up the ball, gives it Rice, who finds Yarmolenko. Yarmolenko gives it Almada, who has the shot. It's a great save by Musso, but Bowen's there just to pounce on the opportunity that fell to him. And now we're looking at some serious business as the final 2 minutes of the half falls to Almada. Atletico Madrid having a free kick, and Sam Johnstone's there again to save the day. He's been class, been different gravy, Sam Johnstone. So I'm pretty happy with having him as possibly the main goalkeeper going into next year, because he's been playing pretty well. Hands on hips, you weren't that bad. I believe you can improve. Pumped up fists for the attackers though. I want to see them deliver a bit more maybe. Bowen's been playing well. Yarmolenko's been holding up the ball quite well as well. Antonio's got the opportunity to come in as a deep line forward and do a bit more for us. But as Atalanta come forward themselves, really causing us trouble here. It's the ball has been put over the bar. Diop with a decent block. The back line really needs to be bolstered. I'm happy with Diop and Zuma. I've settled with that. Diop's good enough in my eyes. I know he doesn't look like it there. Dawson to me can go. Ogbonna can go. I'm going to stick with Zuma, Diop, Musacchio. I'm happy with those three. Musacchio's been playing decent enough football, but for me, we probably need someone who's going to... that's a great ball. I just paused there. Goossens with a great ball into... I don't even know how to pronounce his name. Milanovsky, I think it is. Milanovsky. Great ball in. It's 3-1 to Atalanta there. We're going to take Kufal off because he has had an absolutely abysmal game on that right-hand side as Almada picks up the ball now from Bowen. Can we find a ball in the box? Nobody's there. Yarmolenko's coming off because there should have been a runner there as we put the ball over the bar. The 5-at-the-back system I've noticed this year works potentially. It's not a given at all. So we've now got our subs on. We're going to go try and hold out this game. Let's demand a bit more from the lads towards the end of this game. Go a bit more positive because we might as well. We've had a few good opportunities. There's nothing to lose now as far as I'm concerned. As Demiral's been just headed that into the back of the net. It's 4-1 to Atalanta, and this is really poor. This is really poor towards the end of this game. We're really slacking out towards the end of this game now, and it's not been good for us. It's not been good at all. Dawson, as you can see, just not living up to his name at all. The rest of the team, you look at possibly having a decent game, but it's just that back line. That back line really needs to be sorted out. So we go to the dressing room, hands on hips. I'm not happy with the performance out there, but I think they already know that. And now we're going to have to see ourselves try and pull back a 4-1 deficit. It's going to be difficult to go into the next game. I'll join you back for the away leg. Hopefully we can pick something up from there, but it's going to be a struggle. Definitely going to be a struggle, but yeah, I'll join you back for the away leg. So it's rolled around, we're at the away leg for the Atalanta game, but since last time, a really disappointing collapse against Norwich again. The team have come to me about a meeting to discuss where the club's at in general. It's not great at all. We've not had a great time at all lately. It's been really difficult to play against any of these sides. We need to go positive. We need to try and get something out of the game, and so I've switched up to try and focus on doing that. Now, Rice sits a bit deeper. We've got Ogbonna and Zuma, the more experienced players, as well as Fabianski, who have brought back into the side. Yarmolenko up front with Antonio. It's not a great striker partnership at all. But Vlasic is in that attacking midfielder role. We've dropped Almada because his recent form hasn't been fantastic. Ben Johnson as well has left the side. Ben Rama is going to probably come in and maybe get a game. Antonio's been playing shocking. Bowen has also been in a really lacklustre bit of form there. 6.32 over the last 5 games. It's just not been great. So yeah, I've gone with experience to try and bring through a side that I think defensively will work, as well as going forward is going to support the team as well. We need to step up our game here, which we really do. And we go into the match preview, we're going to kick off. Our form has been really, really poor, like diabolically poor. So if we go through at this stage, it'll be an absolute miracle. I'm going to straight up encourage the boys, because I think they need encouraging, because it's just been really lacklustre at this point. I'm going to go attacking. I know Atalanta have just scored, which wasn't scripted. Koeman has managed to score at the back post. I think we just need to go balls to the walls and try and get anything out of this game, as Cresswell finds an opportunity from a corner and Rice manages to gather that up. There's no one out on that right hand side. Zuma picks it up into Kufal now. Can Kufal maybe find a ball? And he can't. And now we're sitting on the edge of the box. We've brought in Ceballos, sort of just try and do anything with this side, in all honesty, as Ogbonna and Cresswell are playing nice little 1-2s down this left-hand side. Play the ball into Yarmolenko, find Antonio, who definitely was sitting offside, and he's hit the post anyway. Kufal's had probably the worst year, as I said, the worst year of any type of player that I've ever seen. That was absolutely terrible, boys. Fire them up. You know what? We're going to have to go for it. There's no other option here. I think I'll play Ceballos through the middle. Antonio's going up front. Yarmolenko's playing there as well. And in fact, I'm going to bring off... Is Ceballos having a decent game? He's having a decent enough game. Vlasic is going to play on that left-hand side. Ceballos is probably going to come off. And we're going to bring on Jared Bowen to sort of see out the rest of this game, because it's been really, really lacklustre. 20 minutes left to go. It's just... This is so poor. Especially at home. I know the Europa League... It was a miracle if we got anywhere near the quarterfinals of it. But we managed to get through to the group stage, which is more than enough, I guess, you could probably say. But none of the players seem to want to play. Cresswell plays it down to Vlasic, who has a shot from range, and it's gone in the back of the net. Cresswell with it, setting him up. And it's 5-2 now. We need to find 3 goals in 15 minutes. Now, it's been done before. It has been done before. And whether or not this is going to be one of those nights, I don't know. But Cresswell plays it down to Vlasic, who takes a touch out of his feet and smacks it into the back of the net. Vlasic with a great goal there. Now we just have to try and do that 2 more times. Will that happen? That's the question. There's another highlight here as Cresswell picks it up on this left-hand side, gives it to Vlasic, who tries to find the ball towards Bowen, who does, and Bowen has snuck that in the bottom corner now. We need 2 more goals. 10 minutes to go. 2 more goals. Bowen's picked it out of the back of the net. All right, boys. We're rolling. Carry this on. And we're on par to go through. We're on par to go through if this carries on. 85th minute now. A highlight needs to come now. Okay. Kufal's on the ball. Into Souček. Zuma. Rice. Souček back on it. Can we maybe find an opportunity? Just goes wide from Souček. And that was probably the opportunity that we needed. 92nd minute now. We've got 2 minutes left of the game. The Atalanta at this point are holding on to a lead that they just slightly have. They're sitting on the ball. None of our players are pressing. I don't know why. This looks a bit odd. No one's really pressing that area, as now they look to counter and come forward. But Rice picks it up into Souček. Tries to find Vlasic. It doesn't work. And now Atalanta look to go on the break. Duvan Zapata has managed to find a bit of space going in behind. He gives it Moranchuk as Ogbonna stuck his foot in. And that is going to be a red card. And the end of what could have been a decent game. But no, it's 2-1. It's going to end that way. I'm not even going to... I'm not even going to bring on another centre-back, because what is the actual point of doing that with 20 seconds left to go? The referee's going to call it in 5 seconds minimum. Here it comes, and Duvan Zapata kicks out of play. And that's going to be the end of a very, very disappointing way to go out. We gave it our best shot, can't be too critical. Atalanta were absolutely dominant at home. 5-3, I think it's respectable. I'd give that respectable. So we are out of the Europa League, which leaves us with a few more games for the rest of the season. And to be honest with you, I might just see out the rest of the season because it is diabolical. It's going to be a very, very average season. So Chelsea, I'll probably join you next time with Everton, an away game with them. But yeah, I hope you did enjoy today's episode. Regardless, it's a look at that for a poor run there. I know we had the Arsenal win, but since that City win, we were on an absolute high. We've lost to Tottenham, lost to Leicester, lost to Leeds, drew with Brighton, lost to Brentford at home, lost to Atalanta, lost to Norwich at home, and now we've got Chelsea at home, which probably will win now because it's just how the season's going. So yeah, I hope you did enjoy the video. If you did, as ever, leave a like, subscribe if you're new. I'll catch you in the next episode. From me, Alex. Have a great day. Ciao.